I don't remember the exact day I stopped being me. Maybe it was gradual. 1,000 small silences. 100 swallowed thoughts. The quiet erasure of a man who just adapted. But I do remember the moment I woke up. It started with a noise I couldn't ignore anymore. A quiet roar inside my chest. A feeling like something was breaking. Or maybe, finally, something was being born. At least, that's what everyone said. A stable job. A wife who smiled at the right moments. A house in the suburbs with white fences and predictable weekends. From the outside, I was the man people pointed to and said, he figured it out. But no one saw the truth. That I hadn't laughed, not really, in years. That the silence between my wife and me wasn't comfort. It was avoidance. That my son didn't know who I was anymore. And honestly, neither did I. They say men aren't supposed to talk about these things. That we should be grateful. That stability is the goal. But what if the goal feels like a cage? It was so small. I was on the train. Same time. Same seat. Same coffee. But that morning, a boy sat next to me. Maybe 18. Loud music in his headphones. Fingers tapping his leg like he had somewhere to be. He looked alive. And for a moment, I remembered when I used to be like that. When life wasn't about maintenance, but momentum. When I had dreams, not just duties. Then the kid turned to me and said, "Hey man, what do you do?" Simple question. Should have been easy. But I froze. What did I do? Did he mean my job? Or my life? I muttered something accounting, and he nodded unimpressed and went back to his music. But I couldn't shake it. That question followed me all day, all week, all month. What'd I do? Who am I doing it for? Once you start asking real questions, you can't unask them. Suddenly, everything cracked open. I noticed how my wife and I hadn't touched in weeks. How I said, "I'm fine," like it was a prayer I didn't believe. How I used to write songs but hadn't picked up a guitar in over 10 years. My son asked me once, "Dad, what's your favorite thing to do?" And I said, "Spending time with you." But even he could tell that was a deflection. He's smart like that. Because the truth, I didn't know what my favorite thing was anymore. The day I hit bottom didn't look dramatic. No affairs. No car crashes. No screaming fights. It was a Tuesday. I was in a meeting surrounded by people in ties and performance reviews. And I just stood up, mid-sentence, walked out. No one even stopped me. I went to the bathroom, locked the stall, and sat there. And cried. Not the kind of crying that comes with noise. The kind that burns in your chest. That breaks without warning. That says, "You're done pretending." That night, I stood in front of the mirror, stripped everything off. Clothes, smile, excuses, and I stared at the man looking back. Tired, weathered, but not dead. Not yet. I whispered it like a vow. "I don't know who you are anymore, but I'm going to find out." I started with walks. No phone, just steps. Then I found my old guitar in the garage. The strings were rusted, but my hands remembered. I started journaling. Bad poetry, angry sentences, ugly truths. I told my wife I needed space, emotional space, and for the first time in years, she didn't fight. She looked relieved. We had both been acting in a play, and we were both exhausted. I sat my son down and told him the truth, that I wasn't happy, that it wasn't his fault, that I was working on remembering how to be a man, not just a provider. He looked at me with these wide, wondering eyes and said, "I like when you talk like this." I lost it, right there, in front of him. He didn't back away. He hugged me. That moment did more healing than 1,000 apologies. It didn't happen overnight. Some days, I still felt lost. Some mornings, I woke up with guilt. But then one evening, I played a song I had written. My own. New. I posted it anonymously online. Didn't expect anything. But someone commented, "This sounds like someone who just came back to life." And they were right. You don't have to burn your life to the ground to find yourself. Sometimes you just need to listen to that whisper inside, the one you keep ignoring. It's not weakness. It's a signal that you're still in there, waiting. I'm not who I was 5 years ago. And thank God for that. Because I didn't die. I didn't disappear. I just forgot. Until one day, I remembered who I was.